The UHURU AIDS Benefit Concert aims to raise awareness about the funds for AIDS research and support programs in the local community as well as beyond. So the event will feature a lineup of various artists and performers showcasing a mix of local talent and perhaps some well-known national acts as well. It promises to be a meaningful event that not only entertains but it also educates and inspires action in the ongoing battle against AIDS. So Festival Director Madlayedwa Duma Mthombeni as well as member of Caprivi Camp Veli Seabata are joining us in studio this morning to chat a little bit further. Good morning to the both of you. Thank you for joining us at this hour.
Good morning. Thank you.
Perhaps the inspiration behind it, the theme as well this year. Talk to us about how that came to be for you.
Well, basically the motivation and the inspiration comes from the fact that our country, and especially the continent, is ravaged with HIV and AIDS. Yeah. And certain stigmas are still prevalent in our societies. So it was critical to deal with the stigma. As the name says, it's UHURU, which is freedom to live. In Swahili, it's UHURU. So it was quite important for us as event organizers to be able to bring it forth, to destigmatize, raise awareness, and obviously make sure that people out there can do it through music.
Yeah. Because it is the 37th edition, or commemoration rather, of World AIDS Day that happens on the 1st of December. Are you proud of the strides that have been taken, but perhaps also looking at some of the challenges that continue to pervade, dispelling those stigmas, perhaps even just the conscientizing around it? Absolutely.
I think as a society, it's important for especially the younger people to come through, to understand the importance of prevention and also understanding that we are both affected and infected in one way or another. So it's important that young people, as they come through, the message never stops. And as the World AIDS Day is coming up, it was also very important as organizers to be able to drive through the message and support other initiatives that are there worldwide.
So you mentioned music plays an integral part of this. And Veli, this is where you enter.
Yes.
How important was it for you to be part of this, personally even?
Yes, for us as an artist. Leruna also for this event so that the younger generation, as much as really artists Leruna, can also see that Hebapala part is not only about certain people or certain age group. It's all about the whole of us. So yeah, it's very important for us to be part of this event.
Yes. Yeah. Through your performance, how do you aim to bring that across?
We aiming very big.
Okay.
And but it's like a surprise. So
people will just come out and support.
Yeah.
I actually want to look at the efficacy of hosting a benefit concert, bringing out, renowned artists as well, that cross collaboration. Yeah. How would you measure the success of it to date? What is the bigger picture in the long term as well?
I think music plays a critical role in bringing people, different cultures, different backgrounds. So it was quite important, especially younger people, for the movement, for the culture, because communication in terms of with younger crowd and older crowd, like I think all ages actually, music plays a critical role in bringing through the message. So bringing in well-known artists and local artists is two parts. One, it's based on artist development, and also people that younger people and society look up to. I think when they drive the message, it becomes a bit better because then it's more interactive. Because when they see their heroes and heroines speaking about issues that are prevalent to them, it gets traction much more and much better. So that was very important, I think, on our part, to utilize both music, both artists, local, and also national. And some are international. I mean, some of the lineup we have is quite international renowned from South Africa. Are you
able to divulge some of the lineup?
I can. I think we've got one of the best lineups out of Free State currently. I always say that to the team that we work with. We've got Maporisa is on board. We've got guys like Something Soweto, who's quite, what he does is quite well, and Porisa is a cultural icon. We've got Tango Supreme, we've got Angelic, we've got guys like Vinyl Kid. The local guys is Caprivi Caprivi Camp that are coming through. We've got Malukade. We've got a lot of young guys that are coming through that are there. So it was quite important for us. We've got Mahu, who's also quite a young lady coming through, and I think she epitomizes so much for young women out there. So those were some of the artists that we thought would bring through the message in terms of what we're trying to achieve.
Veli, I want to bring you back in the convo, perhaps just learning about some of the facts and the figures, anything that stood out for you that you learnt in this process as well as you were preparing for the benefit concert?
Yes, I've learned a lot, especially from the artistic point of view.
Yes.
Yes, so it's quite a lot.
Such as what?
Such as how to organize the event and making those contacts and connection, you know. Yes. So we learned a lot from Mr. Duma also.
What would have been the biggest challenge this year in particular, putting all of this together?
The support of government. I think sometimes public-private partnership didn't come through quite strongly. We tried to involve government at certain levels, but obviously I think that is very important, that all partners can come through, can be able to hold hands, especially on a social issue like this, because this is social cohesion, this is nation building. And I think that is very critical, that all partners come together, especially given that young people are ravaged more, especially if you look at teenage pregnancy. It comes from younger crowd. You find younger and younger young people are actively engaging in sexual intercourse. So it's very important that when you do such events, all role players come together. Yeah.
Just remind us about the details, when it's happening, access, etc.
Absolutely. It's happening on the 7th of December. It's going to be in Kroon Park Resort in Kroonstad, which is up in the Free State Province. Gates open at 11 o'clock and we'll be closing till late.
All right. Thank you to the both of you joining us at this hour. Wishing you all the best of luck. Perhaps this message can carry on through to government, and we can continue to build our nation, foster that social cohesion as well.
Absolutely.
And in this pandemic or epidemic, of course, that continues to pervade South Africa. Member of Caprivi Camp Veli Seabata as well. He'll be performing at the UHURU AIDS Benefit Concert. And Festival Director Madlayedwa Duma Mthombeni chatting to us this morning about the festival, of course, happening next week, Saturday. Do get your tickets. So we'll leave that conversation. It's time for a quick ad break. We'll be right back after this.